Hello, and welcome to the Child Nutrition Programs, an easy way to strengthen your reach. My name is Melanie Brumler. I am the supervisor of the school nutrition programs in the Office of Health and Nutrition Services at the Michigan Department of Education. The goal of this presentation is to provide you with the most up-to-date information related to the child nutrition programs and how they support special populations. I am going to begin by discussing the Office of Health and Nutrition Services pandemic response for ensuring students in Michigan received food once the state of emergency began. All 5 of these programs are United States Department of Agriculture, or USDA, funded programs. In March 2020, as soon as schools closed for the year, the unanticipated school closure summer food service program kicked in and allowed for schools to provide breakfast and lunch to all kids ages 0 to 18, as well as special needs students up to age 26. And this program ran through June 30th, 2020. We had sites all over the state, and we were able to have schools provide meals via a parent pickup, non-congregate method. The next program, and the exciting part, is that Michigan was the first state approved for the pandemic EBT program. The program provided students eligible for free and reduced price meals, a cash amount equal to the number of breakfast and lunch meals that would have been consumed at school from mid-March through June. The EBT program is like the food assistance program administered by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. As of right now, there is not a plan to continue the program for school year 2021, but we were able to provide over 1 million of Michigan's school children with this additional benefit. Another program that the Office of Health and Nutrition Services supported for Michigan families in response to the pandemic is the Farmers to Families food boxes. This program is administered by the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, and families receive a 25-pound box of either fruits and vegetables or dairy products. And this program is continuing at the beginning of school year 2021. Next, our traditional summer food service program, or SFSP, began July 1st, 2020, and it ran right up to the first day of school. It looked different this past summer because the United States Department of Agriculture allowed for a non-congregate program where parents could pick up meals to support social distancing. And lastly, the Summer EBT for Children SEBTC program. This is a yearly program that provides food during the summer to families of students eligible for free or reduced price school meals and who attend school in the designated SEBTC service area, which does change yearly. EBT cards are provided to students in rural areas that have limited summer food service program locations. The card was preloaded with approximately $30 for the family to purchase food from a prescribed food package at any WIC authorized retailer throughout the state. The food package included milk, eggs, whole grain items, cheese, yogurt, and fresh fruits and vegetables. Now I'm going to talk about the child nutrition programs for school year 2020-2021. We still have all of our USDA child nutrition programs available for schools to participate in. That includes the National School Lunch and School Breakfast programs, available for all public and private schools in Michigan, as well as the after-school snack program and at-risk after-school snack or supper program. The biggest difference between those programs is the eligibility requirements. The at-risk program is only available at schools and sites that are considered area eligible, meaning 50% or more of the student population is eligible for free and reduced price meals. We also will continue to offer the fresh fruit and vegetable program in schools that have been awarded the competitive grant. The special milk program is available for non-public schools that choose not to participate in the National School Lunch Program. And lastly, we have the Child and Adult Care Food Program that is available for Great Start Readiness Program classrooms, Head Start classrooms, and school-run daycares. So how are we supporting the local school nutrition programs? The Office of Health and Nutrition Services recognizes that meals from school are a critical support for learning, as hungry kids cannot learn. During this time, I encourage you to partner with your school nutrition director to advocate for the special populations that you serve. The school nutrition directors have a lot of new processes and procedures they are implementing this year and may need to address special circumstances that may occur within special populations of students. Some ways that we are supporting school nutrition programs at the local level. The first is we released a memo that clarifies how to count breakfast or lunch served in the classroom as instructional time for school year 2020-2021. Specifically, as long as students are eating school meals and a teacher is providing instruction, that time can be counted as instructional time. And even though things are constantly evolving, we are providing updated materials and guidance under school year 2021 planning on our resources webpage. We also have been holding bi-weekly Office of Health and Nutrition Services town hall meetings via Zoom since April 2020. The slides are available at the Office of Health and Nutrition Services town hall webpage. And lastly, we are implementing USDA nationwide waivers and flexibilities to support schools in setting up the best plans for their students and families. More information on those waivers is available at our USDA Food Programs Waivers webpage. So now, more than ever, it is really important that I remind you how the school meal program eligibility works. So all students in Michigan that attend public schools are eligible to participate in the school meal programs. This is regardless of their eligibility for free and reduced price meal program. Even students that pay full price for meals are participating in the USDA meal programs. As we are in the beginning of the 2021 school year and navigating through uncharted territory with lots of different plans for learning, one constant is all children in public schools should still have access to the meal programs, regardless of whether you have students face-to-face in the classroom on some sort of blended schedule or learning at home. So I want to take a minute and discuss how eligibility for free and reduced price meals works. This year, it is going to be challenging for our school nutrition professionals that collect free and reduced price meal applications due to the circumstances of not having students in school buildings daily. I encourage everyone to reach out to your school nutrition directors and see if you can be of any help tracking down documentation for any of your students in the special populations. Hopefully those partnerships already exist and you have discussed how to tackle these challenges already. So the first way to qualify students for free and reduced price meals is the free and reduced price meal application. The second is through direct certification. These reports are available in the Michigan Student Data System, or MSDS. The direct certification reports are lists of students eligible for free and reduced price meals because they are on an active supplemental nutrition assistance program case, or a temporary assistance for needy families case. It also could be a child in foster care, or a child that participates in one of the Medicaid programs available in Michigan. Unfortunately, this past school year, we were able to move the direct certification report refresh schedule to bi-weekly, with the main goal of better supporting students in foster care. Lastly, those students that USDA considers categorically eligible for free school meals. Migrant students, students experiencing homelessness, unaccompanied homeless youth, and students in foster care. Keep in mind, a school official may learn of a student in foster care prior to the direct certification report. And it is also important that you certify students as migrant homeless or unaccompanied homeless, that you provide that information to your school nutrition director so that they can ensure those students do not have any lapse in meal benefits. So now I'm going to talk about 31A and the Community Eligibility Provision, or CEP. The Community Eligibility Provision is a universal feeding program that allows all students to eat school breakfast and school lunch at no cost. Participation in CEP is determined by school-level student data, specifically the number of students directly certified as eligible for free school meals in a building. As more schools continue to opt in to CEP program every year, I want to make sure everyone is aware of how 31A at-risk funding is connected to CEP. One of the benefits of CEP is the school no longer needs to collect free and reduced price meal applications from students. However, free and reduced price student level eligibility data still must be collected at CEP schools. Why is this data important? Well, free and reduced price student level eligibility data is required for the supplemental nutrition eligibility, or SNE, component in the Michigan Student Data System. And that's for all students in public schools. Data reported in this component is used to identify economically disadvantaged students via their eligibility for free and reduced price meals. The SNE data is used for categorical funding allocations such as E-rate and Section 31A at risk, as well as in a multitude of state and federal reports. It must be submitted for each student who is determined to meet eligibility requirements for free and reduced price meals. If a district is participating in CEP, 100% of students should not be reported as SNE. Only report free and reduced price eligibility for students in the SNE component who have been determined as eligible by direct certification or via that household information report. So some good news. We have updated the household information report for the 2020-2021 school year. We have English versions are available at the Community Eligibility Provision webpage, and we can provide translated versions via a request to email mde-schoolnutrition@michigan.gov. So now I'm going to discuss 31A and the school breakfast program. Each year, Section 31A Annual Program and Fiscal Report, Section 4, requires you to identify how much 31A at-risk funding will be transferred to the nonprofit school food service account. The requirement states a LEA that operates the school breakfast program shall use an amount not to exceed $10 per eligible pupil to pay for costs necessary to operate the school breakfast program. The eligible pupil count is based on the preceding school year count for free and reduced price meals. This money can be used for things like breakfast food items, signage, or delivery equipment such as coolers or bags if you're doing breakfast in the classroom. So to give you an example, if you have 10 students eligible for free and reduced price meals in October of 2019, then you need to budget at least $1 up to $100 of 31A at-risk funding for fiscal year 2021 to be transferred to the nonprofit school food service account to be used for the school breakfast program in school year 2020-2021. This includes LEAs that participate in the school breakfast program, but the meal program is operated by a different school food authority. We refer to this as an alternate agreement in the Office of Health and Nutrition Services. Beginning this year, the Office of Health and Nutrition Services staff will reconcile the Section 31A Annual Program and Fiscal Report Section 4 with the Financial Information Database School Meals Report to ensure the appropriate transfer of funds is taking place. So now I'm going to switch gears and talk about another one of our programs that we administer out of the Office of Health and Nutrition Services that is outside of the child nutrition programs. And that is the temporary the Emergency Food Assistance Program, a USDA program that helps supplement the diets of low-income individuals and families by providing them with emergency food assistance at no cost. This program is administered in our food distribution unit. TFAT foods are 100% American grown and certified by the USDA. They vary by season and market availability. They can include canned fruits, vegetables, canned proteins, peanut butter, nuts, beans, cereals, dry milk, juice, frozen meats, and cheese. TFAP is available to any individual or household that meets the program's income guidelines or categorical eligibility. Michigan's income guidelines are set at 200% of the poverty level, or about $2,000 per monthly household income. Individuals and households can also qualify for TFAP if they are receiving WIC, SNAP, FDPIR, CSFP, or the free and reduced price meals at school. There is no income or categorical verification. It is all self-declared by the participant. TFAP is distributed on a local level in every Michigan county through community action agencies and the 7 food banks that are part of the Food Bank Council of Michigan. TFAP is distributed in pantries, drive-through distribution, school pantries, and backpack programs. Some agencies incorporate TFAP foods on shelves or in pre-packs with other foods to provide participants a more well-rounded variety. TFAP agencies have various distribution sites and times. To find an agency in your county, go to www.michigan.gov/MDE-FDP and click on the locator map or check with your local school district for school resources. And all TFAP sites accommodate those with special needs. All TFAP sites must be ADA compliant. Sites where TFAP is distributed may accommodate through assistance with pantry shopping, allowing for proxy pickup. So that is someone else picks up the food and delivers it to you. They'll provide assistance carrying out food to your car. There's drive-through options or appointments. Locations also offer language assistance for those who do not speak English. Locations should have translators and translated materials and access to those translators. I felt it was important to discuss TFAT because it is another resource that is available to special population students and their households. And that is the conclusion of my presentation. I would be happy to answer any questions on the content of this presentation. I have provided my email in the slide. I have also provided our general program email. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my session. We really appreciate all the support from all of our school administrators, teachers, and staff in making sure that all the kids in Michigan have access to our child nutrition programs.